Hello, hello, hello. What is everyone doing tonight? Just one of those nights is it's been raining all day, so we want to hang out with y'all tonight and tell y'all a little bit about this little girl, and we'll go into that into here in just a little bit. Give everybody a chance to get in there. Hey, Jacob, Chris, how are y'all? Yeah, it's Addison. Hopefully, everybody's having a wonderful night. Um, it has been so daggum
Hey.
so much rain and stuff this last week, or the last 3 days. It's been crazy.
Kids said we're early tonight. Actually, we're late. Brandon's trying to do it a little bit later in the evening, but
Well, we're shooting
we
for
like 9.
9:30. I want 9, but there's just it's almost impossible to get to 9 due to the fact that it's still halfway daylight.
Hey. California allergies are no joke. No.
Allergies are pretty bad here as well.
You can't use the R word.
Huh?
Can't use the R word.
Well,
Rain.
oh. Well, we need the rain. Don't get me wrong. We need it. But
it's been chilly. Like I woke up cold.
Yeah, it has been one of those days. We man, we've been fighting with the predators. Oh my gosh, I don't know what else to do. Which y'all will see in the video coming out what we've done, and it's crazy. I got flags hanging up everywhere. I even went to the point of making a scarecrow, um, making a little Kayson and putting out there, little big Kayson.
Yeah, lean Kayson.
But we're just going to continue trying to keep on way. Hopefully, everybody's having one. Hey, Connie, how are you?
Yes, the boys and Braylee are already in bed.
Okay, Connie said I was watching Kayson with his new chickens and new incubator. Yes, he is
Daddy.
super excited, huh?
Michelle said, "Hello, Eddy family. How are the bees
situation?
So far, they don't come out when it's cold, so we haven't had any issues with them the last few days. Yeah.
Hi, Addison. You look so pretty.
Yeah.
You say
you.
yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're gorgeous.
A bunch of them saying hi, Addison.
Yeah, we'll tell y'all why she is up with us. Sam, I am. How are you doing, buddy? Katie
says, I love Kayson's enthusiasm when he heard a baby chick. You need to listen to him when it comes to chicks.
Yeah. He is.
No, we haven't figured out where the bee's nest is.
No, we haven't figured that out, but I think we've figured out a predator that's getting them. We've lost several now.
Kevin said he'll be seeing money when all those eggs hatch.
Yeah, hopefully, because that's what I told him. I was like, you're going to have to start putting, because we're keeping everything separated from the chickens and the goats, and then the ponies and donkeys, they're just like just farm animals. But where we're going to make our money is off the chickens and goats. But I feel really, really confident that he will make his money back on the on the chickens, just the breed we got. There's going $18 a piece for baby chicks 2 or 3 days old, and that was chocolates and jubilees. So I feel real comfortable he'll be able to do it. So we'll see how it goes.
Did the lady come get her new replacement goat?
We actually took it to her. We took it to the auction with us, and
we took a few and
she
let
picked.
her pick which one she wanted.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, Miss Addison, what are some things you like? Do you know how that kangaroo's doing?
I don't. I will have a chance to here in a few months. I will get to talk to the owners if they show up to an auction.
What do you like?
Oh,
That's it? That's the only thing you like?
Hello, Brandy, Brenda, Candy, Cindy.
Addison's
Neil?
gonna be a beautiful young lady like her mother.
Yep.
I know
Well,
it's
yeah.
it's a rainy day.
I don't mind her this color. Red. Light red. It's beautiful.
Are you gonna fuss about the crack on the
So no, and I put that in a video just to document
us opening it?
us opening it. If that something does not work right, if it becomes an issue, I can actually show them that it was like that when we bought it. Which I was shocked because we took that. You couldn't tell it was on there until you took the siding off, and then that's when I seen it.
Oh, you have the most beautiful eyes.
Yeah, I put makeup on for my friend.
Yesterday. Yeah, she had some eyeshadow on when she got off the bus.
So happy that they will be starting on your house very soon. And we got our letter the other day as well.
Yep.
It's been a long time. It has been a long time. It has.
I figured they wouldn't start this week, even I know it said weather permitting, just because we were supposed to have a lot of rain, and that's what we got was a lot of rain.
Poor boy Raises says if it's an owl or a hawk, put a 16-foot 2x4 fence post and set a steel trap at the end of it. Create the birds land. Yeah, I can't do that, unfortunately. I know that would take care of it, but that is highly illegal. We've actually stringed flags all the way across, kind of like now it makes sense why Brooke and Jason with Cogkill had flags at their old place. I think that was for hawks and owls. But we got those up in a scarecrow, which when the video comes out, it'll look pretty cool.
Lisa said, any news on Pharaoh's surgery? I'm praying for him. All we can really say about it right now is that he is doing good. He had it, surgery went good, but I don't want to say anything else until
just
Mom
continue
releases it.
Praying.
Yeah, I'll continue praying.
It's going to be a long road ahead. Them, I couldn't imagine what they're going through as a parent, and they've definitely been our mind all day. We've been in and out of the house quite a bit, which Steph has been talking back and forth. So just keep them in your prayers.
Addison made me some hot chocolate. I hope it's as good as mine. I think it's still too hot.
It should have insurance on it. I'm sure they got a warranty deal on it or something.
It is better than what I make, though.
We got to get on these. Hi, everyone. Hey, congratulations.
Sure the Facebook one, because I'm caught up over here.
I can see the Facebook here. I read the Facebook over here.
I don't like to ask. Can you please say a prayer for me? I'm just learning to walk again after 1 year. I'm in therapy and I have a long road ahead of me. I broke my femur and shattered my kneecap. Yeah, Joanne,
we will definitely keep you in the prayers and don't hesitate. Prayers are amazing.
Brandon, you did say in a few videos ago that you was waiting for the big incubator. That's why I asked in one of the other lives.
Oh, so well then I must have let that slip. But anyways, that was the big surprise with Kayson. Which we didn't get. The camera was at the wrong spot when we opened the door. You couldn't see his face reaction, but it was priceless. He knew. He said he's seen that on an ad. Hope your new incubator works out. Congratulations on hearing about your home. Yes.
Thank you.
Michelle says, your daughter is so cute. All the kids are good kids from what I've seen. You raised them the right way. I wish more parents would raise their kids the right way.
There's a lot more out there than what we think or we know. It's just we choose to share our whole life with everyone. But there is a lot out there, but I wish there was more. Nick says, "Hey guys, been missing the Eddy lives." Yes, I totally understand. It's hard to make lives when you're working, and like you're still a full time job and a creator and feeding animals. Yeah, I totally understand that.
Neil said it was like that when you opened it before or after it fell off the side by side. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, I did. I did almost jump out when I thought it was falling off.
I think I'm missing stuff.
The incubator.
We have not started the garden yet.
Okay.
Hopefully, that was going to be our project this week, but everything's too wet.
We'll be keeping all the baby goats.
The females, most of the females we'll be keeping. We may have a few females that we're going to get rid of, but they're already spoken for if we decide to get rid of them. Good evening, Eddy family. Love watching your videos. Dan, thank you so much.
Michelle asked if we knew how the kangaroo was doing also.
Hey.
Hopefully we'll hear something here in a few months when we go to another auction. Go ahead.
Hey, Brayden and stuff. So weird that I got
YT is YouTube.
YouTube notification, but not here. Oh,
FB's Facebook.
Facebook had to go look for it.
Huh. You just never know about them notifications.
I don't.
Hello. Baby Kumbal, how are you?
I have a feeling that the porta potty will show itself by Friday. That's what I'm wondering, if it shows itself this weekend or this week, and then come Monday, hopefully they're going to do something.
I'm so thankful for you guys that the house is getting started soon. Yes.
Neil said, Addison, what's it like having a special guest appearance on a live? Good to see you.
Did y'all read this one?
Nope.
Good evening, Eddy family from Raining Hill, watching from Forest, Ohio. Hope all is well with family and animals.
Yes, it is. Cindy, I live in. Go ahead.
Hi, Candy. I live in Lehigh
Acres.
Around 1982. It was a strange place. Then blocks and blocks of woods to sing and no houses. Signs and no houses.
Oh, probably stop. It just was spell check.
Oh.
Hi, Eddy family. This is Randy in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Great to see you on another live. I always look forward to seeing y'all. Whoever that was that had surgery is in my prayers.
Yes, most definitely. Healing Addison. Mama read that a while ago.
I want a baby mini donkey or mini pony. Are you guys going to raise and sell?
We already got some.
Well, so with the goats we raise and sell, but the donkeys will probably end up keeping some of the donkeys, but
like Milky Way. Oh wait, that's a horse.
We're probably going to end up getting rid of some of the other ponies, just because they're not tame. I don't want to take a chance with Leighton or any of the kids. Jacob.
They're probably barking at the scarecrow. At least it's working.
Ada says Leighton has quick reflexes. He immediately put on the brake. Smart boy. What was that about?
Do what?
Leighton put on the brakes. I figured it was one in your video.
I don't know.
Oh, it's right here. Leighton
Yeah.
has quick
Yeah.
We just don't know what he's
reflex.
talking about.
How many eggs for Captain Kayson today, or did you collect them? So me and Leighton collect them. Kayson didn't feel very good today, so we collected them and we actually filled the incubator
50.
completely up.
50 plus 40. Yeah.
So now we have it's completely full. There's 180 eggs in there. I think there's 50 something turkey eggs. 30 guinea eggs, and the rest are the eggs from up there at the our chickens, which I don't know how that's going to work because our eggs don't start coming off. They go on lockdown the 20th. So that's 10 days from now. Then they hatch 2 days later. That's 12 days. So we got to collect eggs for 12 days. I think that's a little too long. So I don't know. We're going to monitor this incubator. If it continues doing good like it is, we may end up getting another one.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Tanya says, Brandon, you once used electric fence. Could you use one to surround the entire chicken pen? We could block that off and almost make like let them out during the day. But we don't want them.
So yes,
engage
that
in
would
with
be
others.
good for the llamas and stuff. But what I was thinking is on the very backside, how I left that alley there, running electric fence from there all the way to the back and give them a lot of area to eat, and we'd alternate pens. Like one day let the little donkeys, and the next day let the horses, and then the llamas. The llamas we can just put in there with the chickens.
Mm-hmm.
How many baby chicks? Kayson has about 8 baby chicks now. The styrofoam incubators, they did not do well for us. We did really good with them in town, but I just think, with being in that camper, it's hard to control the temperature in the camper. I think that had a lot to do with it. It got real hot in there. There was days we'd go in there to be 100.4. So I don't know.
So, how long do you keep the chicks in the new hatcher? Until they're dry.
Yeah, until they're dry. So they stay in those cages until they're completely dry. And then from those cages, they will go into a brooder, which we have we just bought a homemade brooder the other day.
They'll pop up.
Just because, I mean, we bought a large homemade brooder the other day, but we ended up getting a pop-up one as well because it's too cold to put them outside. So what we're doing, it's kind of rigged, but we're putting both incubator lids on top of the pop-up one, and it's keeping it about 96 degrees in there, and the baby chicks are doing really good now.
Navina says I would be tempted to get me a mini pony, but I live in an apartment. I'm pretty sure the manager's space would drop.
Yeah, it says, "Hey, Addison is up past 7 p.m." So there's quite a few.
Asleep.
There's quite a few people in here. You want to go ahead and kind of go into the detail with Addison?
Lori.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Addison. Well, y'all have seen some of my videos where she's been having to go to the doctor after doctor after doctor because she's got ear infections. Well, she finally is going to be having surgery tomorrow to put tubes in her ears, and then also they're going to take her adenoids out. So she's a little bit nervous, a little bit scared. She cried a little bit on the last appointment when they told her she was going to have surgery. But I told her, you're just going to go take a nap, and then you're going to wake up feeling kind of goofy. Pretty much
You won't know a thing. Yeah. You won't know a thing, baby.
No.
Those beautiful kiddos are growing up so fast. Yes, they are. Hey, Jackie, how are you?
I am 73 years old, and I have started having
Tremors
bad, and so far they cannot found out why, please be praying for me.
We will definitely do that. I hope they find out soon.
Why don't we do rabbits anymore? Well, rabbits were kind of for the girls. They really enjoyed having the rabbits, but I think we had them in town. We had them out here a little bit, but not for a long time, and we wasn't really set up completely for them, I don't think. But they just kind of grew out of being interested. They didn't really enjoy them anymore. They didn't have time to play with them or
We
anything.
may later on get some once we get our house and get the barn set up. But when we got rabbits, we didn't know nothing about them. That was when the comments took a turn for the worst for social media with us, and I finally said, "That's it," and we ended it there because it was so hot that they would die or the babies would die. But we did end up raising a few little bitty ones.
I know.
But maybe later on. Brandon, this question's for you. How do you like retirement from the sheriff's office? So I love it. I'm not fully, retired from the sheriff's office now. I do work part time there, and that's just to be able to interact with the guys and just have me time.
Let's see. When the incubator was brought up to the camper, she was probably trying to help us think about what we was trying to talk about earlier. Oh, when Leighton was super quick. That was when the incubator was being brought to the camper.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah. Lori even said the last video Leighton put on the brakes on the side by side when Brandon jumped out of it.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking about that incubator. I was like, oh, wow.
So when we had rabbits since since we was at our house, and there was all babies, and then we started selling them. But and it was my baby. It was black and not baby. The mama rabbit had triplets, and they passed away. So, and then the mama rabbit still running around in our yard. So it's black and white.
Not sure if you know this, but Lester was saying if you put links on Facebook to YouTube, you don't get paid when they watch on YouTube. Yeah, Facebook, I can really, I just do that just because I've already started we've already got relationships with so many people on Facebook. Because if it was for that, we'd already be done with it.
Hi, Ed. Rusty said, "Wow, do your guineas lay in a certain spot?" Well, one of them does. They lay in that brush pile that we showed y'all.
So what I've read up on today and yesterday is a guinea will find a nest, and 3 or 4 of them will go in and lay eggs. Sometimes that's like you'll see coming up in the video. We found one of the turkeys we thought was missing, but underneath her she had 12 turkey eggs, and she had like 4 or 5 guinea eggs. So they share nests sometimes.
What is Addison interested on the farm?
Princess Layla.
Princess Layla.
Mm-hmm.
The llama.
The llama.
Ed said he's doing taxes, but he's listening.
Do what? Oh, Ed said it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it was when the package dropped. Okay. Everybody watches the video. They knew what Leighton was putting the brakes on for.
Oh.
Wow, wait till you have 50 turkeys. Yeah, I'm a little bit behind.
Yeah, which we're going to, a lot of those we're going to raise out. We're going to definitely raise them out. and that's with the chickens as well. So we found that we'll see how it works out.
Kevin said Izzy had hers done a few months ago. Not bad at all. She was eating regular foods hours after surgery. See, that's what Kayson had his done a couple years ago. Well, I say a couple years ago, but it's been a few years because he was young enough where I held him in my arms still, because taking them adenoids, they warn you about your breath is going to smell bad because they're cauterizing all that, your adenoids or whatever. And but you don't really expect it till it happens, and it was bad. So I'm like, okay, Addison, you're gonna have to stay in this room while I stay in this room. No, she'll still get babied, but
Is Nick and Zoe live? She didn't show that.
they're on our live. I don't know what you be talking about.
Well, I was reading this message says.
But yes, she will have all the ice cream and yogurt and soft stuff too. Grandson had tubes in his ear, stayed in for about a year, then fell out. Yeah, they say they can fall out starting around 6 months.
Crystal said, I need to catch up on videos. I'm a few days behind due to work and normal everyday stuff. Kids take a lot of energy.
Yes, they
do. And thank you so much for watching them. And, you know, it's so amazing to get to interact with y'all. And y'all feel like the icon. So if you ever meet us in person, you're going to have to, what I recommend is take a picture of your icon and tape it to your chest, because then I'll know who I'm talking to.
Everybody will. Kevin sent $5 ice cream for Addison after surgery.
Yay.
I know goats help feed the farm. What about llamas, donkeys, and ponies? Aren't they expensive to feed and maintain?
Yeah, I mean, they are, but that's the goats take care of the rest of the farm. This year was a good year with, well, I say that. We had a bunch of baby goats. The prices wasn't very good, so I had a guy call, or a guy that wanted a bunch of our baby goats, and I was going to cut him a deal because he was going to buy all the babies I had, and I was going to cut him a really good deal. And I was like, you know what? I was like, what are you going to do with, 13, 14, boys? And once I found out what he was doing, I said, I am not interested. I will keep them. They was for voodoo. And there is no way in the world I would ever.
Oh, yay.
No.
Are you going to ride the ponies this summer? So, I mean, the only ones that I would be comfortable enough for the kids to ride would be Juliet and Stevie.
Yeah.
And they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are. They're still small. Like, Stevie will get big enough to where, I mean, we could ride her and stuff because she's a bigger miniature. But like Juliet and them, Romeo, they're small, so it'll be like a kid's. But we may. It'll be fun to at least walk them and stuff. Do the 10.
We got the
No.
My grandson had tubes in his ears, stayed in for about a year, and then fell out over time. Yeah, that's the way
earlier they were.
Yeah. Oh, did you put the duck in there in your video?
No, I think they're asking what about ducks?
Oh.
Like on the farm.
Yeah, hopefully we will get some ducks soon, but that will probably be when we get our house and I get all this set up the way I'd like to have it down here.
Do we have a date on when they might start your home? Maybe next week.
Maybe next week. The letter said it will be next week, or it's going to start this week, but the weather's been terrible.
Milk products might not work because of the phlegm buildup. I didn't think about that. I don't even know if she would eat yogurt though.
I wonder how warm it gets when the eggs are underneath the hen. Can't be too warm. I know I'm sharing my knowledge. City girl here. It gets to about 99 degrees underneath the hen. It has to be 99 degrees to actually hatch them. So it's crazy that it would hold that much heat, but
Susan said, Brandon, everyone else would wonder what we are doing with our face on our shirts.
yeah, you're right.
Ooh, $5.
Oh, I'm a little bit behind. Yeah, he sent that for ice
What
cream.
level are you on Jen's journey? Hey, since it's already 9:45 though, you wanna go hop in the shower?
Yeah, go ahead and get started.
Yeah. And then we'll get a snack before you go to bed.
Yummy.
Just go grab something. Yeah, go grab something.
So on my old phone, I am 40 something. My new phone, I'm still like at 5 or 6. I haven't had much time to play it here lately.
Oh. Have you decided to keep Jack or Jill?
Yeah, we're going to keep them.
Oh, we are keeping
Oh,
them now?
no, not Jack and Jill. Yeah, I think they're going to go.
Question, do you own the land across the road where the pond is? No, we don't own that over there.
No. But it sure does send a lot of water through here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I hope you have a wonderful night.
Dog's going crazy.
Will you grab that coffee, please? Prayers. Lester posted his last video on Facebook today. Yeah, I'm going to continue posting because we have too many followers over there that interact with us and the farm. So, yeah.
Question. Are your chickens English Orpingtons or U.S. Orpingtons?
So we have some English.
We have 3.
No, the other hens we got off Dawn last time were English too.
Okay.
So we have like
Got
5
a mixture.
Yeah, 5 English chocolates, and then the others are a mixture.
Are we ever gonna get the geese back?
No,
The 2 from up
No.
there.
I don't want them.
Fingers crossed. You get to make your dream come true this year, Stephanie, celebrating Christmas in your new home. I really hope so. Trying not to get my head up yet, but
Yeah, we're a little bit behind on comments. You know, it kind of threw us out of our mode with adding somebody here, but we try to answer all of them. So,
someone on Facebook say that.
no.
Prayers for Addison that your surgery goes well tomorrow and there's no complications. Hope Kayson gets well soon. Yeah, he started getting better too towards the end of the day. I think it was just maybe a snack or something that he had after school.
Yeah.
Mom is right. You won't know anything, Addison, during the procedure. Your throat might be sore, but popsicles are going to help with that. So you should feel so much better afterwards.
Just her breath's going to stink.
Mm-hmm.
I had mine out when I was 20.
Are chickens easy to care? If you don't mind me asking, how much does it cost to feed, house, and vet them each month?
So the chickens, I know we feed a 50-pound sack a week.
That's a bunch of chickens, though.
Yeah, that's a bunch of chickens. They're really easy to care for. You don't have to take them to the vet every month. You basically give them their vitamins, or you just monitor them by the way their cone looks, their face. They that will tell you everything you need to know about a chicken. Their face and their eyes.
After the chicken hatch, do you keep them in the heater
Yes, they do stay in there until they are dry.
completely dry?
No,
Any
Chestnut
pigs
was
roam?
live earlier.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Any pigs roam your property, Brandon? We see other YouTubers with pig problems.
So
Not right
no,
now.
we haven't had any issues with pigs, but the Indians actually it's getting about time, but they actually fly over the property out here and they actually take them out with a helicopter.
Because Orpingtons are American and they cluck English.
Yeah.
When the dogs bark, can you check the cameras? Will they show anything?
Right.
Sometimes, but
not all the time. I actually moved the camera last night to where the guineas were, because, like I said, something was getting them, and that's how I found out it's going to be. I thought it was going to be a chicken hawk or an owl, but chicken hawks do not attack at night, so it's definitely going to be an owl.
Can you share the price difference between the Orpingtons? We have English Orpingtons and then lavender U.S. Orpingtons.
Say that one more time.
The price difference on the Orpingtons.
Here there is no price difference. If it's a Orpington chocolate, it doesn't matter if it's English or basically the other regular. Right now the chocolates go for about $18 a chick, and then it just depends on what breed. So that's chocolate, Jubilees, and Splash. Those are your three big ones that sell for average about $20 a chick. And then if you buy them as adults, the Jubilees you'll give about $145 a piece, and then the chocolates you'll give, sometimes just depends on where you're at. Maybe you get them for 75, but most of the time about 100, 125.
Heather says, I already put the dates off at work for the Okie next year. Had a blast meeting all of you this year.
I know, it's so much fun, Heather. It was amazing. I can't wait until next year. They're already getting everything planned up, and hopefully we have more volunteers and we can put people in different places. So they got a good plan coming up. So Brendan, everyone else would wonder what we were doing. Oh, yeah, I'm way off. That was earlier. So I'm going to skip down a little bit. So bear with me if I missed. Go ahead and repeat it. Prayers for Addison. Yes. Have you heard from Nico today? Yes, just keep them. Everything's going good so far. Just keep them in your prayers.
Good night, Lori. When are y'all going to share the llamas?
Share the llamas?
Mm-hmm.
Probably next week, because I was going to do it the first part of this week, but because it was really, really warm, but then it dropped down to the 50s. So I figured I'll give it another week or so. That way they don't get cold.
What kind of cameras do we use on our property?
Eufy is the camera that this camera I use.
I really like this one, especially we was at the expo and we'd get a notification and you can follow, like you could turn your camera around and everything. I'd go to devices to see what's going on now, unless you want something else.
It's not, there ain't nothing there, but
oh, I forgot you moved it.
Yeah, I moved the camera last night, but it does kind of show you, if you look up here, how I put the flags. Nick, you might answer that. Is that the reason why Jason and them had flags at their old place is from hawks and stuff.
Do you mark your eggs when you put them in the incubator?
Yes, I do mark them.
How do you?
Yeah, I have to put the dates on them because we've just been cramming it full of chickens. But I know I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to have a bunch of eggs.
The cheapest chickens to buy are Tractor Supply $1 chicks.
Yep.
How do you know if the eggs are fertilized?
They say somebody, honestly, I don't know. Somebody said, no, that's to tell if they're good, if they're floating.
Yeah, if they're floating in water.
We have about 60 chickens and they fertilize eggs. They produce that we sell, pay for the feed. Yes.
Yes, Brandon, they're called prayer flags.
Is that what that's called?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we plan on doing with the our chickens. And ever since we moved out here, we've been working to that, working, trying to get everything set up. And used to we didn't even show the chickens because of the pens and stuff, but now they're up there, and we got some big stuff coming up. Y'all are going to enjoy it. I know we are. I keep saying Kayson's the chicken man, but we love the chickens just as much as he does.
I love all your videos. I do enjoy watching Leighton when he's trapping. He's gotten really good at it.
Yes, he has.
Will you have to give baby chicks heat lamps once they are outside?
Yes. So when you bring them outside, you want to put have a brooder outside. You want to board underneath it and 2 heat lamps in because you want to keep the temperature still outside about 85 to 90 degrees. We may get some pigs later on for the pond situation, but right now, no. I mean, because they root everything up. You seen that on Keeping It Dutch's video the other day, or a reel or something. They root a lot of ground up.
Reg says, what day is Braylee's birthday? So her actual birthday is the 19th, which is a Friday. I know in my video, she had this whole conversation about her best friend's mother said it is Tuesday, and it is not Tuesday. I noticed that today, that when her actual birthday is.
We have black, buff Cochin, red, and gold laced Orpingtons.
I didn't know they had red and gold laced.
If you don't mind, would you send me a picture of that? Email me a picture. I'd love to see that. Lori said, past my bedtime.
Yep, we told her good night.
All right.
My birthday is the 29th of April. I love that Kayson isn't afraid to go in that pen with a mean rooster. He just gets a big stick left alone.
Yeah. You're getting so many more eggs now that the chickens have been moved. Do you think it is from the new mix and the laying pellets? Yes. And that's what I told people before. We wasn't getting eggs. I said, if I wanted them to start laying eggs, I can make them lay eggs. I think it took about maybe 4 or 5 days and they started laying. But yeah, it's just giving them a little bit of extra stuff.
Lisa says, Jason put the flags up around his garden to keep the deer from getting into his garden at their old house. He said it also kept predator birds from getting close to the chickens.
Oh, okay.
Where do you order or get your chickens from?
So we
auction.
We go to auctions, and so what we do is we find out who is well named there, and we just travel. And once we find somebody that's got good birds, and they bring birds, they're coming home with us.
The flags are also used to make the fence look taller to keep the deer from jumping in. Okay.
Okay.
That was the same thing. Kate says, "Oh, my dog is trying to get me arrested. She went in after a bald eagle that was trying to snatch one of our meat birds. Wow, thank God my dog didn't get the bird."
Oh, you've been okay. I mean, you can't be held liable for that. Did you decide what you will be doing with the guard dog's foot?
I think just leaving her be.
Yeah, for now until something else. I don't know.
Vincent, $5. Thank you, Ben. I got such a kick out of Kayson when he finds a warm egg. His face just lights up.
He does. It's so amazing, and like I say, that energy is there every single day we gather eggs. It's like he's never seen an egg before, but he loves it.
How dark did it get here for the eclipse?
Not very
Not
dark.
very dark at all. Like we got a little bit of a shadow, but brush your hair. You need to dry it better though. You're gonna get soaked.
Have you got traps set yet? Hope so. I see your video where something got your guineas. Yes, we do have some traps set. Um, Now we're just waiting for. Well, we did think it was a raccoon, but now I'm pretty positive it's going to be an owl because we had the camera there all night long, no activity, and then all of a sudden the camera comes on and there's a guinea laying there on the ground. So it probably come from the air.
Teddy said we just got a gold laced Orpington hen. I just watched our local school hatch some eggs on YouTube. They have a live camera on the eggs. They hatched right before Easter and right before spring break. It was awesome to watch.
That's what they're barking at right now.
Oh.
That's what they're barking at right now. There's one of those feral cats. Yep, got traps set. I just watched our local school hatch some eggs on YouTube. They had a live camera on the eggs. They hatched right before Easter and right before spring break. It was awesome to watch. Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's times that I will actually stick a incubator or used to when we was in town. I'd stick a GoPro inside and watch the last few days of it. Yeah. She gets tubes in her ears tomorrow. I'm praying for you, husband, and you. Let me see here. I missed a couple. How dark did it get in Davis, Oklahoma? It didn't get dark at all. Hey, Don, how are you? Prayers for the family. Thank you. I love the kids. I love that the kids love to help so much. Yes, they enjoy the farm, but we try to make it fun too. We cut up a lot and have fun with them. That's Fun Live with Nick and Zoe. I have to go back and watch it. I haven't got to watch the last one. Tell us how to find you on YouTube. All you got to do is just type in Eddy Family Farm and we should pop up. I got such a kick out of Kayson when he finds the warm eggs. Yes, his face just changes. It's crazy. Thank God Carly is doing just fine the way she is. Yeah, it's so hard because, it is comments, but we get just tons of comments about her foot, and just the same things over and over. People that don't know. Hello, beautiful families. Sorry I'm on late. I'm wore out. My husband had 7 heart. Oh, wow.
Tammy says, hello, beautiful family. Sorry I'm on late. I wore out. My husband. I'm wore out. My husband had a. Didn't you?
Yeah,
That's the one you just read.
I didn't get it finished at all.
Oh, I'm wore out. My husband had a 7 heart bypass today, and he is doing good. I hope it stays that way. He got a long road, but with God, he can do it. Please keep him in your prayers.
We will definitely do that.
Ginger says Cassie got about 40 eggs the other day, and chickens here in New York are laying like crazy.
Yeah, so our eggs, she told me that our eggs that we gave her should be hatching here in the next few days. So hopefully she's got some of our Orpingtons.
How long will the surgery take tomorrow? So they said like 5 minutes. But that's just the actual surgery because you just pop the tubes in and do the adenoids and it's done. But now procedure and I mean like prepping her and all that stuff, I mean it takes, I figured she'll be back there maybe an hour and a half.
I don't know if you watched Don's Farms, but last year he bought a goat at an auction, and I believe he said it had TB and 2 more of his goats. Got it. I had to put them down, or he had to put them down. Just terrible. I'm not sure. I've never had any of our goats have that, but that is a chance they take. Now we did buy a goat and bring them back to the farm and gave our whole farm pink eye. That's when we learned definitely separate them.
Oh well. Ed said anybody got $24,687. That's my federal tax bill. Beans and rice for supper.
Wow. Good Lord.
Hello, Brandon, Stephanie. Brandon, I love how excited you get with the new babies. Your farm is looking so good. I love watching both your channels. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. I love the babies. That's what I was telling somebody the other day. I just love seeing all the new babies. It's just so peaceful.
Will you sell Thanksgiving turkeys? I guess we could do that, huh? But I don't think they'll. How old do Thanksgiving turkeys usually need to be?
The wrong kind of turkeys. You got to have turkeys like Oscar was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we might one day.
I don't want to.
You never know.
Sell mine that's going to be eaten. Do you have coyotes? Yes, we have a lot of coyotes, and you will see that the next video.
Is it really legal to shoot owls and hawks?
Yes, it is illegal. The only way you can actually do that is if they are in the act.
Yeah, it says if you want to see this live, go to Life on the Eddy family farm.
Oh yeah, go. Yeah.
You giving yourself a shout out, aren't you?
I forgot all about it.
When one of your mama goats are pregnant, do you check their ligaments to see how close they are getting to give birth?
So a lot of times we will, just to see when we start separating them into mama pens. But once mainly we watch the bags.
Yeah.
Like the bags drop within 3 days, and then they usually have them.
I'm pretty much in the same predicament. We have to stick together. Brand Steph, did you see Brown's Rodeo?
Yes.
Brown's Rodeo, yeah.
I sure did.
When I went down to Texas last November to visit my sister, she had chicks just starting to hatch. It was fun watching them hatch. It is.
So, what was our flock, like our chickens and stuff, they're fixing to be tested. What is it called?
And it was like 4 letters. I don't remember.
It's some kind of Kevin, help me out. But
Something you have to have this to sell chickens in certain spots.
yes, and it's good because
it's a type of licensing.
yeah, it's basically a disease that, like right now in Texas, they have to put down 1 million chickens because they test MPIP. They tested positive for this, and they
I
had
knew you knew what we was talking about.
the whole factory had to be put down. So egg prices will go up for a little while. That's what I do with my children. Prayers for Addison. Thanks for small of their age.
I don't see how y'all can keep these goats separated. I would get so confused.
Well, I thought the same thing when we first come out here, but when you deal with them every day, their temperament. You can actually, we can tell if they start going off by themselves. Sometimes we'll be up on the top of the hill,
spot.
And all of a sudden we can hear the cry. There is a baby cry when they start having them.
Yeah. If I start to raise chickens, how many should I get? 10?
I would, something like that. I'd at least have one rooster and maybe 5 to 6 hens. You don't want to put more than 7 or 8 hens. I wouldn't go more than 6 hens with the rooster. Just depends on how active he is. Evening, Katie. How are you? From Lancaster, Kentucky.
Lucy says, Steph, I absolutely love your channel. I watch every day without fail. God bless the Eddy family. Well, thank you. My last video was a little bit later than I like, but I got it out there for y'all.
It gets busy and forget.
Do you check your animals for parasites? Jason and Brooke just did this, and most of their animals had some.
No, we don't check them for parasites. We know,
can kind of tell when they start looking a little bit more squeamish, or
we have a certain time of each month that we start putting out our blocks that will take care of the parasites.
Just like a child, they have a different cry for what's going on. Yep, just like the dogs. We know when to actually look out there for them, or if they're just like chasing the horses or something. Beware. Chicken math is real. I wanted 1 silky. Now we have 60 Orpington Brahmas, silkies, AM Samanis, Polish, and black copper Marians.
I want to see the
gold lace.
I want to see the gold lace.
Red and gold lace. Time for bed. Good night, Rusty. Guess Addison went to bed. If you don't have a video tomorrow, Steph, I'll understand. No, it'll be out. But she's snacking right now. I told her she can get her some snacks in because she can't eat anything after midnight. And she's gonna snack for a little bit and then she's gonna go to bed. Like she's hanging on for dear life, but the reason I did this is because every kid you kind of know, and especially Addison, everybody knows she goes to bed early, but she also gets up super early. So her appointment time was actually 10 o'clock. So she'd most likely wake up at 6 o'clock because sometimes she's awake before I even wake her up for school. And she'll wake up at 6 o'clock and then she will probably go and get a snack before I even get up to the alarm or anything. So I wanted to feed her and let her stay up late. So hopefully she doesn't get up as early. But now they called me this morning and said they had a cancellation. So her appointment time is 8:30. So luckily she doesn't have to wait that whole 4 hours in the morning before she can eat. So really she didn't have to stay up too late because 8:30 is not too bad because we have to leave about an hour early to get there. But that's why we did that.
Hey, the 2 Eufy cameras that we on back order, UPS just delivered them tonight. Can't wait until I get home and Saturday install them. Yes, we love them.
Yeah, we really, really love them.
I will keep Addison in prayers. Well, thank you so much.
Praying for Addison and peace over y'all. Love y'all. Blessings from OKC. Thank you, thank you. Daw's family did not have TB. Orion, something else. They had CL, whatever that is. Nick says about 24 to 26 weeks. We had to order colts in July.
Oh wow,
What's that about?
pullets. That's
I know.
well, they
24, 26?
order their chickens. I guess
Oh,
they order them online.
Gotcha.
We haven't had very many rats at all here on the farm.
Michael
Oh,
Addison's just having tubes put in her ears, and then she's having her adenoids taken out. I guess adenoids are up here, but whatever. Good night, AJ. Hey, Steph, how's the horse taming going? They're doing okay. I need to get me some, or find our halters and get them on the girls and lead them around some, which they follow me around, or if I call for them, they come to me. So really they don't need a halter, but it's make them cute, I guess, and lead them around.
Yeah, it is sad that people take sick animals to the auction. Man, that's ridiculous. Have y'all put any other animals into the chute? Can you, or is it just for goats? It would be great to check the cows, ponies, and dogs. No, it's only for goats. Goats or sheep. But we have been doing some declawing.
Yeah.
Whatever we call it, trimming. You can shoot them. No, you can if they're in the act. That is what the federal law states. But it's almost impossible to catch them in the act. So that's the reason why we're putting up fan or little flags. Steph, I absolutely love your channel. I watch every day without fall.
Yeah,
God
without
bless.
Bill. I thanked her. Teddy said he sent the email, but we just haven't got it yet.
I love the way you all have learned a lot and are teaching us along the way. God bless you all and thanks.
Yes, because our failures are you guys' glory.
Because the next
we
video,
let you know what not to do.
Yeah, the next video you're gonna see a big failure, but yeah.
My niece and her family now have 8 laying hens. They aren't going to breed them just for unfertilized eggs, and they have 2 pygmy goats.
That's awesome. We have bunches and bunches of goats now.
Too bad for Addison for her age. I pray that's the only thing I worried about, because she did have 1 set of tubes when she was younger, and then she hasn't had any ear infections until the last year and a half, and it's been bam, 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 bam. So that's the only reason we've finally decided that this is the best thing for her.
Prayers for Addison. Yes, thank y'all so much. Blessings from Oklahoma City. Tina says 240 thumbs up and 388 on, what is
it? Lisa says the last video Arms Family Homestead posted said a donkey will kill a coyote. Wish Jack and Jill could guard the back pasture. They seem nicer than the other 3, and I hate to see them go.
Yeah, but
they don't like small animals.
I like the small animals. That's just my preference. One of the deals is I actually worked a deal where, and I ain't saying this would happen with these donkeys, but a gentleman was on one and he actually got, for some reason, got hung up and he got drugged to death. And I just prefer smaller animals. I believe in karma. Yes.
Has anyone heard how Brown family baby did with his open heart surgery today? Yeah, Pharaoh did good, but that's all we're really saying about it. I was talking to Natalie earlier, and he's doing good so far.
Just keep him in y'all's prayers. She's had. Well, you already answered that.
When my son was little, he had tubes. His eardrums were bleeding. He never complained. Then he had seizures at age 3, brainwave seizures. Found out he was born 80% deaf, so he didn't feel anything either. Oh, wow. Hey, Steph. Steve Young Hornship is great person to watch and hints on horse training. I watch him all the time. All right, thanks.
Debbie, hello. Hi, y'all from North Carolina. It's all those feral cats is why they don't have rats. Man, as long as the cats will leave the chickens alone, we'll be all right. Hi from Austin, Texas. We are fighting rats. Our dogs help keep them down.
Farming's not easy, but you're doing a great job. Keep it up.
Well, thank you. That's one thing about it is sometimes, and today, and it was one day last week. I just one of those deals that you sit back and look at everything that you have accomplished, and just got to enjoy it sometimes.
Why are they barking like that? That's a different bark.
The farm life.
Take the flashlight.
I'm just going to hear.
Well, I can hear them. The dogs start trying to sound like coyotes.
It is the coyotes. They're over there on the other side. I hope they come in because they are.
Yeah, it's a flashlight and the long iron. You got it right here.
They are. Hopefully they get over here. I'm going to make an appointment for them to see Jesus.
Yeah, it was what we really, really heard were the dogs howling, but it's also the coyotes are helping their cry out sound different. My son had 4 sets of tubes in his ears by age 7. One lodged in his eardrum and had to be surgically removed. Ouch. I had 6 sets as a kid, so.
Too bad for Addison for her age. I'll pray the pain is controlled. Yes.
Did you get the traps reset?
Yes, we got some of them reset, not all of them. The ground's too wet right now, and I was wanting to set some more of the foot traps out today, but Leighton said we couldn't do it because the ground's wet and it'll clog up or something. Maybe make cardboard cutouts of Kayson and put them around the chicken coop. Maybe that will scare the predators away. It might. I don't know. Once y'all see this scarecrow we made.
Diane says, wish I could go to Pals from the Past, but I'm tapped out. I get back to work in June.
Yeah.
But Rut-row, coyotes having to come to Jesus meeting courtesy of Brandon.
Yeah.
Coyotes are nothing but trouble. If he is okay with me. The dogs must have been sounding like coyotes to trick the coyotes into coming on the property for a meeting with Brandon's long iron.
They need to. I'll see y'all later. Have a good night. All right, from Ohio. Hey, Tony, how are you?
So our ENT thinks it's best to remove the adenoids. Back in my time, they tried to avoid removing adenoids at all possible costs. Yeah, they said that would be best for her. Which back when I used to hear about it, they always did the adenoids and the tonsils. But with Kayson, when he had his adenoids out, they left his tonsils too. So I don't know why they only do. That's a question that I'll probably ask him if I remember.
When my son was little, you already read that?
Yeah, we read that one. Yep.
But I was reading. He never complained. Then he had seizures at the age of 3. Okay, I was just thinking it might have been something about seizures.
Can you get a dog that runs free range and is not pinned up to protect the chickens and the guineas?
We will put a pin around it, but we can't free range them. Just they if we had our whole property completely pinned up, like with those panels, we probably could, but right now you can't because those dogs will get out and they'll run 4 or 5 miles throughout the night.
Long arm of the law, farmer. But she'll be out of school for a couple days while she recovers. They're out of school on Fridays, so she'll be out for the weekend. But even if she did have school Friday, she most likely would probably end up going to school that next day because it's not a super like hard surgery. Now I know every kid's different, so I don't know exactly how the whole adenoids thing is going to work.
Yeah, because people went back to work after they had the gallbladder out, but my goodness, there ain't no way I could get out of bed.
You wimpy.
Yeah. Your farm, your children, you watch out for their safety. Steph, is she getting her tonsils as well?
No.
Or just
she's just getting her tonsils. She's only getting her adenoids and then tubes.
Thank you, Sandy.
Who put the chocolates back?
We put, I guess, when they got the pin flipped over, I guess.
Oh, yeah, probably. No, I let them chickens. I put me and one of the kids put the splashes. I think it was the splashes that got out also. We put them back in, but I told Brandon we're not messing with them chocolates. I will leave the door open and they will go back in there at nighttime. Because that's one thing about the chickens. If they've lived in one place for a while, they will go back there every single night because that's home. And so we just left the door open that night. Brandon shut the gate and they were all there.
You're doing a great job. Reverend Jay says you're doing a great job knowing farming is not easy. Keep it up. Yes.
Hey, Cassie.
Right about that.
Hey.
Oh, I better hurry up and catch up because Cassie on here.
Oh, no. You stay up there. Cindy says, I love the way Kayson gets so excited when he sees the chickens lay eggs, or like today, he knew he heard a chicken had hatched, and Brandon said he didn't, but Kayson was sure that there were 4 babies.
Yeah. And that's probably because he snuck out there and already looked in there.
Mm-hmm. He's just like Brandon. Captain Kayson has such great hearing. Today he heard the chicks peeping and Brandon didn't hear anything. She said she's half asleep.
We may get ducks later on.
Hello from North Georgia. Our neighbor keeps 2 donkeys in with his stud horses. When the horses fight, the donkeys quickly break it up. Best guardians on the farm.
Huh.
They are good guardians.
Now,
that's the
Carly
main reason
breaks
we
up
started
a lot of fights.
She starts a lot too. in there. Yes, every human reaction is different and unique.
Smith says, "Hey guys, how are you doing? Did I miss anything major?" The only news we really had tonight is just keep Addison in y'all's prayers for her procedure tomorrow, and yeah, and pray that the predators leave.
Then he says, "Are you getting any eggs to hatch off Stephanie's favorite chickens?" Yeah, we get. Well, we haven't had any hatch yet.
I just
But-
candled them. She had. There is some, but there was a lot of that didn't produce.
So maybe he's not old enough.
No, there is some. I mean, it could
Oh.
be a lot of things. It could be that we had them out so long. That's what worries me about having to wait 12 days before we put more in there. So we'll see.
I'm just watching any of the kids' brains. I just love watching any of the kids' brains at work for ideas on what to do for solutions on the farm, especially Kayson.
Yeah. I sometimes hear coyotes in the middle of the night out across the field. It would make me nervous if I had livestock. You know, we used to hear them all the time in town too, but we never thought of it until we got out here. Now I can't stand them.
Kayson says, "Y'all act like I'm a grandma." No, we just act like you work very hard, so you have to get your good night rest. Right?
Well, I didn't say nothing.
You ignoring me?
I didn't say nothing.
I didn't say nothing. That's Kevin and Nick over here mouthing them.
her. Yeah, I'm about to say, leave me out of this.
And she said, "I used to be a night owl, old, I guess. Haha, not a morning person either, though."
As much as she goes, good Lord, got tons of games and like a ping pong ball. That's kind of like what we are with all the ball games too.
It's at 344 days till the Okie Homesteading Expo.
Already on the countdown. Best time to call in coyotes is early morning when they are traveling and looking for food. Well, the other night they wasn't early morning.
My son was going to get the grommet something in his ears, but he ended up at his last appointment and passed the hearing test. They said he was just ignoring people.
Oh.
So he had selective hearing. That's funny. See, Addison passed. She did pass her hearing test, but her, what was it called? Something in her right ear. It was only 60% when it's supposed to be 100. What was that called? I can't think of the name of it. But so it wasn't like 100%. So they wanted to go ahead and do it. Something that she would be able to get ear infections more often because of it, like the dryness or whatever.
Leighton is so fun to watch. He is becoming a fine young man. Help with the blowed over coop. Yes, he's a big help.
Yeah, I'm hoping the tubes will clear that up.
I hope you all figure out how to keep the animals safe. I'm hoping this will do it. We'll see. Hope to see y'all at 10 Killer Brandon and Steph. I don't know what day yet, but we're trying to make it happen, buddy.
Milberry got tubes last week, doing great. Oh yeah, I remember. I think you said something like that, didn't you? And what about garden this year? Time to bust up some dirt and plant some potatoes, Ed said. Yeah, it is time. Just finding the right time, I guess.
Yeah,
maybe when the ground dries up.
We was going to do it this week, but everything's so muddy now.
Unfortunately, on the nature coast, we have coyotes and bobcats due to mass conservation. Oh yeah. Kevin said, Ed, he has the rain saving him from that work for now.
Yeah, I got too many plans going on.
Am I gonna plant some sunflowers? Probably not. Not right now, anyways. Not until we have the house and like make the house pretty.
I'll be keeping Addison in prayers. Thank you.
My two children both had their tonsils and adenoids out at 3 and 18 months, and my daughter had chickenpox. A week later, she had surgery. Next day, my son was covered. His surgery was 2 weeks away. Oh wow, that's how I feel like any doctor's appointments is. Like she'll have an ear infection, so I'll call the doctor to set up an appointment, and they're like 3 or 4 days out. And I'm like, there's no point in making that appointment because one, she's in pain now, and two, it's going to be cleared up before we even get to the appointment. So usually I end up just going to urgent care. Bees like sunflowers. I planted some 2 years ago, and lots of bees visited to get the honey. They never stung me. Yeah, so I may not do the bee. I don't want no bees anywhere near me. How's the storage barn coming along?
The barn is on hold for a little while. We got to wait until next month, hopefully. I have a coyote that frequents my backyard, but I've been feeding since it was yeah, he will definitely come back then. If you feed it, he will definitely come back.
Nick said Zoe's been out for an hour. When you get another incubator, can you buy the bigger one again? Yeah, we'll have to get a big one next time we do get one.
That's the whole deal. I think I'm going to like this incubator, but that was a big one. Yeah,
Good night, Cassie.
We can't. They do make a lot bigger one. Let me see. I was going to look at that anyways. I'll let you catch up some, or not catch up.
Oh, you say I'm all the way at the bottom. Did you see that the walkers are converting a school bus into a camper?
Yes. That I feel, because that is, I can't imagine. I'm only good at building chicken pens.
What do you do with eggs when they don't hatch? So the dogs get some. We'll save them for the dogs, or we'll crumble them up. That's what y'all did last time, wasn't it? For the chickens, like the eggshells.
No, these here we won't crumble up. We'll throw these because they'll stink.
Oh, you were just doing the ones that hatched, huh?
Yeah.
So that's pretty much, we just save them up for the dogs, I guess. Chicken lady has one. Good night, Sandy. Your room the incubator's in should be at least 80 degrees to keep the temp right in the incubator, 99 to 100. Do you have more than one thermometers inside to see if top, middle, bottom are the same? So this incubator, it all stays 99.
Yeah, this incubator is, I want to continue monitoring it, but it is pretty awesome. Like that, the temperature, it stays where it needs. The humidity, I've never had an incubator like this. And then like it will cool down once or twice a week, or maybe once a day. I have to go back and read it again, as if a hen gets off the nest. And then it's pretty cool. Yeah, they do make bigger ones, but yeah.
And then no way. That's a car.
Yeah, that's a car.
Maybe one of the girls could raise pheasants, lots of types of them.
Yeah, pheasants, you have to have license here in Oklahoma.
Kevin said it's so high speed you ought to have 110% hatch rate.
Do what now?
You should have 110% hatch rate in one of those.
I hope so. So if the eggs are fertile, I think that it will be high. Well, I did candle a bunch of those eggs, and which here's the deal: some of the eggs was already in the styrofoam incubator, and we moved them over, so I can't really count those. But yeah, the percentage was pretty good.
I told her, I said, come back in here whenever, bring your snacks back in here when you get done. She passed out.
Unfortunately,
I was thinking, I haven't heard her in a second. I bet she's passed out.
we have coyotes and bobcats due to the massive.
Yeah,
Fury.
Nature Coast. She sent another comment like just a second ago that said Nature Coast is supposed to say construction. It'll spell check.
Oh.
I don't count infertile eggs against hatch rate. That's not the incubator's fault.
So that's the deal. How do you
tell if they're fertile or not?
I guess if they're fertile, they would have at least a start. I don't know. How do you do that?
Use the eggs that don't hatch for coyote bait and set up in a blind and wait.
Man,
Coyotes like eggs?
Yeah. Man, you've read my mind. I got probably about 60 or 70 of them over there. Because I still got the eggs from the last deal. But I wanted to wait until get them all together.
Save me some. Now,
The
are
bad
they the
ones?
ones that were in the incubator already?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have any that you might have. I didn't know if you had any that hasn't gone in the incubator yet.
So I do have some that I found around the house, but I'm going to boil them. Because
what are you boiling them for?
I boil them and give them to the yellow yolk to the baby chicks. So that's when at the very beginning of their life, as soon as you take them out of the incubator, give them that and just regular feed, and it gives them a start. What do you need eggs for?
I was just getting low on them. I think I
Okay.
got 4 up there.
We can get some more.
We had eggs for breakfast the other morning. And a whole lot of other stuff. Addison will get another year of Tokyo boxes. I was going to cancel, but they already charged me for this year. Oh.
Huh.
Kevin said correct. Infertile will still be yellowish inside when you candle. Veins infertile or blood spots. So you candle them before you actually put them in the incubator?
No, it's afterwards. I need to get a good incubator. Yeah, to get a good incubator, they're
Okay, yeah.
expensive.
Kevin said candle an egg before you put one in the incubator, and the infertile will look similar to those just days into the process.
Yeah, Ed, though, that Tokyo box, there's sometimes that send different stuff, but some of that stuff it made that was really really hot. But she loves it.
I'm hoping to see a bunch of Jerry's babies.
We'll see. We have 50 of them in there. Thank you so much. I've learned a lot about chickens tonight.
Here's one you might like as you all keep secrets. Don't tell secrets in the garden. The potatoes have eyes, the corn has ears, and the beans talks. The beans talk. That's a good one. If they're fertile, when you collect them, you should see veins when candled. Stewart says, so happy for Kayson on his new incubator. He was so happy. God love him. I'm very excited for you both to hear about the home is in progress. Process. You say that. We candle 7 days in. The infertiles won't have any veins.
Okay. That makes sense. Well, we had some of them that wasn't fertile then. That's what's got me worried about the splashes.
Hello, Alan.
Yeah, Kayson was definitely excited about the incubator. He's got him a bunch of eggs in there, and here in the 20th, they go on lockdown, and then the 22nd, he should have babies everywhere. Hopefully. That's the plan. That's the plan, Stan. Ed, how are you feeling? You feeling any better?
Yep. Someone asked him earlier, and he said, every day I'm getting better. Tony said that, asked him.
Well, that's good. I bet she will forget she can't eat anything after midnight and go for a snack in the morning.
I'm hoping since I kept her up late, she will sleep in until. I mean, even if she gets up when I wake the kids up at 6, it'll be okay because I'll be awake with her. But I hope she sleeps in until 7 or so.
Poor boy racing. My experience with raising turkey poultry. Have to keep them up off the ground until they're 5 to 6 months old. Oh, really? And don't try raising them with chicks.
He said, yep, almost back to my old self.
I can't wait. Kim said, I can't wait to see his face when that happens. He won't be able to contain his energy. Yes, and that's the deal. Even the kids, I had to get on to them the other day. It's like, y'all cannot go in there and open that door. So, yeah.
We used to take city folks snipe hunting in cornfields at dusk with a gunny sack and a broom.
Yeah, I've done that a time or two. Unfortunately, they never caught anything, but we had fun.
It's thrilling to hear a baby chick peep inside the egg when it's getting ready to hatch. Plus, the egg moves with the chick moving in it, pecking at it to hatch. Yeah, it is super cool. If Captain Kayson keeps hatching eggs, you might have to build another pen for them.
Yeah, we
Just wait.
We got the back. Yeah, we got the pins in the back, but we've got a plan. We are going to be raising some chickens. So when we do something, we go all in. So we'll see what happens.
My parents and I are all sick with colds. Like I haven't had one in a long time. Well, sorry to hear that, Linda. We're trying to get colds, but
If this weather had ever straightened up,
got my stitches out of my face today from my cancer surgery. Awesome.
well,
Good
deal. We'll definitely continue praying for you, Jeff, and I'm glad that's healing wonderful. The turkeys are very hard to raise.
I've heard that.
Hopefully, we'll see. Maybe I can raise a couple. Well, hopefully we'll just build some pens and get them off the ground.
Maureen has a turkey that's been sitting and raising chickens.
Yeah, which you'll see in the videos coming up, I just take the eggs. I'll put old ones or fake ones under them because with predators coming in and taking eggs, because I found a couple nests where there was eggs at one time. Something has already come in and taken them. Might have to might have to buy more chicken feed for all the chickens. Yeah, we keep a huge barrel of feed. We found something at the auction the other day that helps out tremendously. Good evening, Stephanie and Brandon. That's really nice, Incubator. Hope the kids learn to not open the door. Yeah, it only took a few times, but the only thing I don't like about it don't have a big window so you can look in it. You have to open the door to look in it.
Make sure whatever you start them in is round and without corners. Otherwise, turkeys pile up in a corner and smother.
Smell. Okay.
Okay, then we'll get that stop tank top thing for the turkeys, maybe.
May have to get a smaller one.
Yeah, that's true.
Prayers for Addison tomorrow. Hope all goes well. Speedy recovery. Sweet girl. Yes, thank you so much for that. And hopefully it is.
I reread that.
It won't take her long to bounce back.
Ed, yes, he says any turtles popped their heads up yet?
Yep.
The last week or so, that's when they've been starting to pop their head up. Even Leighton found this little bitty size, like quarter size turtle in the shop. Like he was looking around and stuff, and I was like, "You better watch out! That mama's probably in there too." And he jumped out of the shop.
We always use golf balls or fake. So my question was, in this come up in the video, does a chicken or a turkey know the color of the egg? Because I put some fake ones in there, and then I put some bad ones. I know some animals would know, like goats. They know which baby's theirs.
I think Dad brought it home from the doctor's office. We had crazy hail and thunderstorms the other day. We were in Ontario. Yeah, talking about the cold.
Oh, yeah.
Need to tell Cassie if she hatches out a chocolate rooster, it has to come to you.
Well, we have enough. Like say, we bought another trio of chocolates. I don't know if that video has come out yet, but so we took that chocolate. It was a big rooster, put him in there, and the whole idea was to get rid of the mean rooster. Well, after I took that rooster out of that pen and put it side by side, I still had to go with the mean rooster because it was a bigger rooster and more fertile. And the rooster I got out here right now, I don't think he is fertile yet.
Do you know how to sex a guinea hen? The waddle under the chin, one faces out, one faces in. Not sure which though. I thought you might Google it, sexing guinea hens.
So when they get older, they got a little deal on the back of their head. If it's tilted back, it's a rooster. If it's point straight up, it's a hen. Or the waddles, they're really big, it's a rooster. If they're small, they're a hen.
Turkeys can't eat their droppings. I have a GQF Sportsman incubator. I never use city water. I catch rainwater to keep it as close to Mother Nature as possible.
That's pretty neat. I will say the water out here is a lot better than our city water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The GQF Sportsman Incubator, I used to have one of those years ago, but after just doing some research, I'm trying these out just to see what I think about them. So far, I like everything about them. The temperature definitely holds. It's pretty neat. So we'll see how it works on this first hatch. Because these next, I think the first full hatch out of these will be the 22nd will be the first full hatch.
No, dude, it says, OMG, Brandon, I laughed when you opened the box with the boys because I will mute the volume. I don't do styrofoam either. It's like fingernails on a chalkboard for me. No way, not having it. No.
Yeah.
You so funny.
Yeah, I can't stand it.
Female gaze will sound like it's saying butt weak or Padrock.
The drug.
Need to start getting medicated chicken starter feeds saved up. We have some of those. Well, there was one in your seat.
We have we use chick starter, but we don't use Medicaid. We have some. We give them vitamins, and that's the reason why I will take all the eggs and I will crumble them up and feed the yellow yolk back into them. So
DC picture.
we try not to feed any of our animals any medicated stuff, not unless we have to. DC, good evening,
Eggs getting
Brenda.
some chickens this week.
Oh boy, you're gonna have some eggs. They say the price of eggs are supposed to go crazy.
I know, that's probably why you got some chickens. See that tax deal?
Yeah.
Gotta get him some free eggs.
Yeah, hopefully a bunch of them will hatch off. You never know, though. What scares me is, if the power goes out, but I need to get a generator, something with a backup to where it switches. I may do that once we get a barn
You
or a
can
building.
sit on them.
No.
Prayers for your daughter. Anything else on Facebook?
There's nothing. Addison's got to get tubes in her ears, and her adenoids are taken out. Yep, her birthday's coming up. 5 dozen of eggs is $10 at Walmart. Huh. I paid $369 for 18 eggs in Dallas. Can you plug them into one of the power blanks? Your power bank into the outlet.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
But I think, Brandon, I think you were talking about like it switches over automatically without you.
That would. Because you plug your power bank into the wall, it charges the power bank, and if the power goes out, the power bank continues working.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, that's a brilliant idea.
Susan said, that's what Susan said. Couldn't you use the power banks you have, like the Blue Eddy and whatever else you have?
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm going to do. The color of the eggs does not matter with the chickens. A black chicken may lay a white egg, and a white chicken may lay a brown egg. Yeah, it's just there for a long time. We wanted the chickens that laid blue eggs. Stephanie's eggs actually lay blue eggs.
Those are blue to you?
Yeah.
They look super, super white to me. Grace says you should hook up one of the generators during the bad weather, so in case any power goes out, the generator will be operating your incubator. Let's keep those eggs warm until the power gets
I'm
back.
actually going to go out there and do that before I go to bed. The incubator that Cassie Walker uses has a window on it that you can look inside without opening the door. Yeah, that's my only thing that I've found so far that I don't like.
Ed said make sure you throw your main switch when you do that.
Throw your main switch. I might have to call you on that.
What generators you need carbon monoxide monitors in the house?
No, it ain't going to be a generator. It's a power bank. I don't use generators.
Brandon, I could hardly believe it when you had to pay $35 for a guinea.
Yep, they are super expensive this year. They are expensive.
What happened to Kayson? Kayson was just feeling under the weather when he got off the bus today. And he actually came inside and he said, Mom, I almost called you today to come pick me up. I wasn't feeling that great. I was like, goofball.
Yeah, they go like today is the day after school. They go to a church program until for an hour, and then they actually bring them home. 18 count of eggs in Minnesota is 304. That's so crazy how the price is different in different places.
Kind of like gas. Gas is what, $3.30 here, and
Yeah.
it's like $7 other places.
Money said my husband paid $4.20 for eggs. Wow. All right, guys, it's about 11 o'clock here. We had a wonderful night. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And I'm sure we'll be live on the other channel here pretty soon, or it might be out in the barn with the goats. Just depends on what's going on. I do want to try to get, there for a couple of weeks. We was doing a live throughout the day and, the live at night. And I know that was a bunch, but I enjoy that. And with that going on like that, it's just like we got in the algorithm and YouTube was putting us in front of more people. So, but we want to thank each and every one of y'all for watching and hanging out with us tonight. And we will see y'all on the next live. I'm sure to be here in a few days. Hope y'all have a wonderful night.
Good night, guys.
God bless.